Welcome one and all. My name is Mr. Curly and here comes a video that I thought I'd never make. And hey, as I am recording it, I'm actually thinking that, this might not go to editing. I do not edit my videos that much at the current moment, and this will not be that edited, I think. And it might not even make it through. So, yeah, it's a thing that I cannot be honest with myself about certain topics, and I'm sorry for making too many hand gestures. See, but it's not about my insecurity or something like that, which I do not necessarily have a specific insecurity or a social anxiety or something like that. I believe I do not have these. I just sometimes think about myself from a different perspective and think, hey, this looks awkward, let's not do that. So, I'm a dreamer. Now, that sounds totally stupid. Let's not censor ourselves for today. And you most likely do not get what I said with this one sentence. So, let me just say what it is. Let me try to explain. Hopefully, you get it. So, basically, what I mean by being a dreamer is being a person who thinks about something in his head, imagines a lot of stuff, but the things that he imagines is just so close, like he takes those things by heart. What I mean by so close to something is that he takes those things by heart as if though they were real. Now, let me give you a better example so you can understand it. For instance, on my behalf, let's say I think about something that can be a success in a place, a relationship, or something like that, and I would build up my anticipations towards a person or an event by dreaming that I am succeeding or that I have good interactions with a specific person, and these dreams, hopes, build up to the point that they kind of become my reality, because as I dream of these things, I really feel it, I really lose myself in those dreams. So let me give you an example, like a proper, definitive example. So imagine like you love someone. You're me and you love someone, but that person doesn't love you. You just like met them, for instance. Like, let's say you haven't talked that much, but the very small interactions that you had were positive. Like, I mean, uh, she did not reject you. She like reject you in terms of she was open to a conversation. She was happy to hear what you said, etc. And you had a pleasant talk overall where you smiled, you laughed, and at the end of the day, when you said goodbye, it was sincere. So that type of thing. Let's say it went for like not many days. You put the number on that just so you have a better understanding, so to say. And at the end of the day, a dreamer like me, or me in this case, would start thinking how nice would it have been with that person, like in terms of not even a relationship, but having another meeting like that, or going out on an adventure, by which I mean maybe, I don't know, going to a picnic or going to a beach and having a walk, or try to even maybe collect drugs and stuff, that type of things. Doing something different than just sitting in a bar or a coffee shop and just talking. That's what I mean by adventure, so we get of that. Like, it's not like I'm gonna set sail to the nearest island or something like that. And that's too far, like too much for me. Not that, even the fact that I cannot do it physically, but also money is a thing. So I'll start dreaming. I'll start making up these adventures. Again, I'm using this gesture a lot. Sorry if it looks awkward or stupid. I'll try not to in the future. And the thing is, I'll dream of that. I'll make up scenarios based on the small interactions that I had with that person. I'll make new stories. I'll imagine how actually our characters would be like matching each other in a better sense. I'll be dreaming of this day and night, and like to the point that these things that I make up will actually be like a reality to me, while they're not actually. So, and this is the problem. What happens is, I do not simply just do the cliche thing, which is I'm dreaming about my crush. Oh my god, we would have been so good together. No. And it's not an obsession. It's not like I'm stalking them constantly on social media or trying to get close to them as much as I can. It's not that either. The thing is, I'll feel like I lived all of these things. Maybe we talked with that person for 2 days. That's a little too short, but say we talked for 2 days. But in my dreams, in what I've built it up, it's been like a couple adventures already, let's say a week already passed. And when I go to see that person again, I'm gonna have these feelings, not from the past 2 days that we had, but I'm gonna have the feelings of those 2 days plus all the things that I've imagined beforehand. And I'll have that anticipation as well. When I see that person, I'll be even more happy to see them. I'll be like in an endless joy to be talking to them. I'll even make some suggestions saying, let's do this, let's do that, or something. And this is where it gets bad. Like, so far, okay, you're dreaming, it's good, you're not hurting anyone, and you're not obsessed. Cool. But what's the problem here? The fact that I build this anticipation over this person, and this person might in fact not even love me. The first 2 days that we talked, that I gave an example of, might have been just, hey, you're a friend, and I decided to just get to know you. As you know, in social interactions, it's usually the first couple of days which are the most active, then people stop talking or just reduce the amount of talk that they have significantly. And hence the thing that when the person starts talking less to me, which always happens, I feel like I did something wrong. And instead of blaming the person, that's the other trick. Instead of blaming that person, I start blaming myself for it. Because, see, in my dreams, that person was happy. But now that I'm here, I cannot do the same. And I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I'm too shy, or maybe I'm too awkward, who knows? And at that point, when that person rejects me in any way, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. I just want to just enforce that this is not just about romance. It can be about friendship too. And when this happens, I feel betrayed, but not specifically blaming that person, as I mentioned before. I blame myself for it. And it's stupid. It's stupid to blame someone else for it, because come on, they didn't live this. Maybe if they had really experienced what I dreamed or what I have created as a scenario in my head, they would have actually enjoyed being with me. But it's not real. And that's the problem. I just overcomplicate it for myself. I don't know. And like, that's the thing. This is not only about relationships. This is the first ever video that I've scripted, actually. Though I'm not currently looking at the script, mind you. I've just read it a couple of times and added some stuff, so it might be off a little bit. But the thing is, I want you to understand clearly that it's not specifically about people or relationships. Same can go for anything that I do. Let's give another example. Let's say that I dream of succeeding in Flash animations. I'll start doing it. I will not be good at first. I'll learn a couple basic things. And then the thing is, I'll say to myself that I'm gonna do this, this, this. in the course of the next few weeks. Like, I'll set myself new goals. I'm gonna make smoother animations or something like that. And I'm gonna start dreaming about being good. If I liked Flash animations, I'm gonna start dreaming about how it would be if I were good. What would I be able to draw? How good would it look, etc. And when I dream of drawing something, I will dream to the point that I would believe almost, I would feel the feeling as if I accomplished it for real. And then when time comes to do something for real, I will not be as enthusiastic to do it because in my dream I already succeeded it in a shorter amount of time. That is one. And two, I already have that feeling of accomplishment. I feel like I already did it despite the fact that I did it. And this is the part that bothers me a lot. It's not that I'm being lazy, which I am sometimes, but like I don't feel like doing that thing anymore after I've dreamed about it so much, because I feel like if I do a rookie mistake, in my dreams I'm already almost a professional artist, but in reality when I start drawing I'm not close to that. And I'm just afraid of making a mistake, and this pushes me back because I fear to be disappointed in myself furthermore. Like if I were not this afraid and was doing actually something, I'd actually succeed. I might succeed. Let's not say that I would, but I might succeed. But I'm not trying it because I'm afraid of it. And this list goes on. Like, same for this channel. At one part during the summer I had crazy ideas about filming, and one of them I did. In fact, that was the best day of my life when actually I decided, okay, I'm gonna force myself to do it, and I did. It was the best day, yet the footage is not edited and not finished, and I cannot upload it. And the thing about that is, this actually is how I'm trying to break this. One of the reasons this channel exists is to break this curse, let's say. That this is one of the dreams for me, not being a successful YouTuber, mind you. I just really like expressing myself in a way by talking. I've been to MUNs a couple times, and in general when I am with friends or with people who talk to me, let's say, I love to tell them something. I love to talk about my opinions or talk about anything, basically. I just like it in general. Doing some funny skits or something in real life when I'm with my close friends. This is one of the things that I enjoy. And when I try to do it for like YouTube or in front of the camera, let's say, not for YouTube specifically, I enjoyed it. This shooting a video is not a new thing for me. I was doing it like 2-3 years ago as some short skits for my friends, and back then I enjoyed making them, and back then I also thought about maybe I should make a channel since I enjoy this stuff, but again I was afraid that I might make a mistake and just be ashamed of it. Like, this is the part where I'm just trying to break those handcuffs off of my hands. Wow, what a nice poetry right there. And be able to do what I want freely, no matter what people think. That's why when I was first putting unedited videos, I was skeptical about them. And the one before it has just the beginning cut, the end cut, and a small text at the end. Also, I felt skeptical about it, but I decided to put that aside. I shoved it forcefully aside, that thought, and I was left with joy. And to be honest, like when you're a dreamer, in a sense that I just explained, you are often disappointed by yourself. You're constantly feeling like you didn't accomplish something, like you are a failure. Not that you do not do something. Like in the past weeks, for instance, I look at myself, I did everything good with my homeworks, with my studies, with my exercises, etc., I am doing great. But for some reason, I feel like I didn't accomplish anything. Just because of the fact that everything I do leads to a dream of something bigger, and I do not achieve everything. That's the problem. I might achieve, like, out of 10 things, like, for everyone, I believe it's the same. You might try 10 things in your life, and one of them will be your thing. You'll be successful at it. You'll not only enjoy it, but also be good at it. Until you find that number 10, you're gonna find other 9 which do not work out for you, which you do not enjoy or you're not that good at, and so on. And the problem is, it's a majority of the things that a person cannot do. It's a majority. There's, I believe, no one who can do everything or majority of the things, more than 50% of the all things available. Hence the result that when you start dreaming or imagining that you're good in almost everything that you do, you just feel like you are this unsuccessful person who is unable to do anything. You start comparing yourself to even people who do it and feel like you really suck in general. And that's where this brings me to, like, my final words, which is, it makes you tired, and not like depressed or sad. Of course it makes you sad a lot. Sometimes you even get depressed because you feel like you didn't do anything in the past weeks, months, years. But it just tires you. You come to this point where you're like just tired of everything. That's why you end up either sitting too much in front of your computer, in front of YouTube. Hey, I don't know about you guys, like, personally, the fact that I grew up with YouTube drags me even more to YouTube because I'm used to it. This is like one of the places where I escape the reality, so to say. And I don't know if this is a common thing, to be honest. I've never opened up about it to anyone because I always thought that this was strange, weird, awkward, cringy to even have such a problem. I always tried to be like as strong as possible, not to let myself down. And this was one of the mistakes that I did, actually. I had a lot of friends that I could have told this about, but I always thought that they would, I don't know, be skeptical about me in some way or think that I am weak, so to say. And this is a step for me and for anyone out there who is just basically like me. I don't think this will get any traction. This is not a movement. This is not a, hey, support these type of people type of thing. No, I just hope that somebody who is feeling like me, but like a year ago me, sees this and in general understands that people have this issue. Like, personally, I do. And then it's okay. There is a way to face it. There is a way to overcome it. You have to push yourself, like I'm doing right now. So I hope this doesn't sound like one of those protests of, hey, let's, I don't know, fight for animal rights, or let's fight for, I don't know, forests, etc. It's not that I do not support these ideas, I do. But the fact that, some people can look at these mass propaganda type of things, propaganda is the wrong word, sorry, like things that everybody starts talking about, you might feel like they're not genuine in what they're saying. When they say, I feel you, or when they say, I support these people, or you're not alone, sometimes you feel disconnected, as if those people are paid to say it, or just say it because everybody else does and it's a good thing for fame or something. But I hope you really feel the sincerity here, as, I don't know, I'm lost basically, And I hope there are people around that understand me, and I hope they see this. Just give me one view with that one person who gets what I'm saying, and that is enough for me. At least I'll know that I'm not alone in this. So, thank you for your attention. I know this is boring compared to all the other content that is available. And I'm just glad that I have some people who stick around with me still. I'm just thankful. I'll be doing this mostly for myself because I need to get over these things. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. I just wish you a great day, and if you feel stuck in something, think about this. Is this the right thing that you're doing right now? Or is there something else that you maybe tried just once but felt like it's the right thing? When you did it, you were happy. If there is such a thing, just do it as a hobby first. Who knows? Might turn out that that hobby will change your life, will give you a job opportunity, and you will start living by doing what you like. Just don't be afraid. Make a step. Eventually you'll get somewhere. At least, even if you don't, you'll feel happy that you did. Try. Thank you, guys. I'll see you in another one. Goodbye.